Happy rails to you. Welcome back, my friends. Happy rails to you. It's good to see you again. Thanks for watching the channel and the videos. Sometimes they go real fast and sometimes they're slow. Happy rails to you. Glad you're watching. All right, we're back. Well, I've let these things dry. This is still not completely dry yet. For some reason or another, it's taking it a little longer to dry. But we're back. I went ahead and
Lisa said she was on her way driving to the church.
So here we are. And I've taken and glued. I went ahead and set I went ahead and glued the shell to the chassis. And the reason why I did that is because I cannot bend our pins or our dog ears because they're made of wood. And so I do have this one that was still original and still in good shape. And I am going to go ahead and bend that one down. There we go. Very carefully. Not going to wedge it tight. It will probably break. And that's just exactly what it just did. Which is okay. But that's why I went ahead and put some glue on it and kind of seal it and set it down. And if you see this shiny across here, that's the glue. After this is shot with clear, this will no longer even show. But I also went back and I touched up on the wordage. That needed to be done, and touched up on the color and some of the fringe. And I did some of that last night. But as I was looking at it today, I saw places where from handling it, it looked like it had worn already, where I didn't get the paint on heavy enough. And so I went ahead and went back over it. Some of the lettering. Now what I am going to do, this glue is pretty much dry right now, but really a good 24-hour set on this glue is what it needs. And we'll get that because we're almost headed, or we are headed to the finished process. Now I'm going to take this marker and right around the base of this, where we have that glue, go right around the base. Like that. I don't know whether you can see it or not. The lighting is just terrible. I could have used the black and went around it. And you can do either or. It's not going to matter that much. Um, so now we have, see a little spot. Didn't get when I was painting with the black. There we go. There we go. All right. Adjust the camera a little more. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and put our coal load in. And I think you can see the lumps of coal supposedly a little better now. As I said, this is still a little tacky. Kind of unusual. But we take this, we stick it down, put our 2 tabs, our dog ears, down in their respective holes. We come back to this one, and it's not working like it's supposed to. And that's the reason why. So here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and bend these down like I had started them. There we go. Put those 2 tabs back in. This tab in its slot. This one's a little tricky. So I had built that little extension for it, which made it a little longer. And I might have to take it back out. And reform this end a little more, which means I got to straighten this back out some. And then come back and get a little bit bigger bite on it. Right about there. Okay. Do the same to this side. Hope you're seeing this okay. Get a little bit bigger bite. And oh, Lord. So that means we're going to have to reform this too just a little bit, because now it's got to be a little longer. So we have to stretch it out a little more. Okay. And there it is. Now, because we lost some of the paint there, get our little green marker, go back over that. Get our gold marker. Make sure our line is still perfect. Touch this cold load up a little bit. And actually, I'll probably go back and repaint it again. And we'll bend our tabs over here at the bottom. There we go. Now we're fully extended and fully connected. Now, in the American Flyer pre-war book, all of these 120 tenders actually have a light back here. And it's actually a tubular shape, and I have a piece of pipe that I usually use for that. But it's out in the shop, and I don't have it here in the house. So for all intents purposes, for right now, we're going to use this one right here. And I don't know how well you can see that. Maybe I'll move it a little closer. Or maybe we'll just get a different view. How's that? Is that better? So we're going to go ahead and use this one for now until I can either get one original or make one similar to it. Now, what this actually is the headlight rim off of I think maybe a 490 or 400 steam engine. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a back on this and paint it black. And then we're going to go ahead and just, I was going to mount it permanently, but instead I'm just going to glue it down right here, just for looks. Let's see, let's do something different here. Yeah, they're looking, I can't see it. It's over there like that. Okay. So I'm going to set this camera down and I'm going to glue this on, put this together, get it painted, and then we're going to glue it in place. Don't know, so we'll see. If he does, I'll bring it back and let you see it once the clear has been shot on it. I'll also probably put a lens on this. Now, I might not. Looks pretty good without a lens, actually. So I might leave it without a lens. But once we assemble the wheels on it, it's pretty much a done deal. So let's go ahead and put the wheels on. All right. There it is. The unrestored American Flyer number 120 tender. It's been freshened up. It's kind of been renewed a little bit, but not restored. And it looks pretty good. Considering the print was not legible. The paint was very faded. You couldn't even see the colors. Now you can see the colors, even though that dark green, which is almost a perfect match for what was on there, like a forest green. It's just, and then we've got our coal in there, and yeah, I think it came out nice. Let's see what it looks like behind the engine. Hey, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And still showing its age, but when you got good light, it's readable. Now, is it perfect? No. The wind-up motor still has some problems, but it will run. The tender itself is 100% better than it was, and can be running behind other pre-war engines. As I said, I think it was the number 8 or the 28 that would normally pull a tender that's similar to that, or that tender, the 120 tender. So, and later on, I might try to work on that clockwork motor, but I usually don't do clockwork. But I'll either put a electric motor in it, or I'll just leave that one in it, and we'll just leave it as it is. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for you for now. This has been a little, basically, 2-day project. And I hope you enjoyed it. As I enjoyed doing it, found out a couple of things about these particular pre-war motor that I didn't know, the wind-up motor that I didn't know or didn't remember. And that is that it had the screw-on wheels. And so you can always learn something in the process. But as I say, that's all for now. As always, if you enjoy working on your trains, you enjoy custom building, rebuilding, just renewing something, restoring, working on your layout, or just running your trains, whatever it is you enjoy doing, you should have Happy Rails. That's all for now. Bye-bye.